The race for the White House has finally reached the finish line as Americans head to the polls to elect a new president. National and swing state polls show the margins between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are razor thin. Republican vice presidential nominee JD Vance spoke with media after casting his ballot in Ohio.
We do expect to win, but obviously no matter who wins, half the country, as you said, is going to be at least partially disappointed. I think my attitude is the best way to heal the rift in the country is to try to govern the country as well as we can, create as much prosperity as we can for the American people, and remind our fellow Americans that we are all fundamentally on the same team however we voted.
I support Kamala Harris. I feel like there is a lot less chaos that comes with supporting the alternative candidate. I don't even want to say his name. And as you know, just recently he mentioned to get to him shooting through reporters like yourself. I think that kind of language in a president, no, that's not for me.
Well, abortion, I believe that a woman had the right to choose, an abortion, that's a right. Sometimes they make mistakes, but if the woman is pregnant and you have to make a choice, it's hard, because I love kids. I really love, my grandson is autistic. I will never choose to remove a child that is have a disability or something like that, but it's a right the woman to choose.
I'm looking for new kinds of innovative tax policies. I'm looking for new economic strategies that kind of haven't been done before, ways to help startups and small businesses, and any type of policy that can help people come up.
It's the craziest election I've ever seen, which you kind of knew just with the polarizing candidates. But I think it's going to be the highest voting turnout for an election in a long time.
I don't know, there's something special about Election Day that is different than early voting.
Felt pretty great, felt pretty good. Honestly been looking at a lot of videos online about just keeping up with the vote, keeping up with all the information and everything, so felt pretty good about it. I actually supported the blue side, so I know for a fact that Kamala is going for reproductive rights, and I have a lot of women in my life that are very important to me, so I just wanted to support them and make sure I got that vote out there.
My concerns are basically I am a boy mom, so I have 4 black sons, and I'm really concerned about just some of the laws that's been passed down. Having some 4 black guys, it's really, really hard, it's tough. Yeah, I'm just trying to see the change, and I heard some of the views of some of the candidates, and I won't mention whom, and I just didn't like their views. So I told myself that I have to get out and vote, even though I vote every year. But this was the year that I had to come out.
It was great. There was no line. Everyone was very nice, very seamless.
Yeah, the volunteers were lovely. First time using the machine instead of the paper ballot, but it seemed like it worked well.
I'm feeling great. I voted already. I did it early, last Saturday, the first day it was available to early vote electronically. I went and did it. It's an important election, both presidential, other things that are up, and I just thought it was important, and I wanted to make sure it got done and nothing could stop me, so I did it early. What matters most to me is probably women's right to choose what they want with their body when they want it in any state, not just New York.
Freedom of speech, democratic elections, cleaning up the food supply, reining in big pharma, big food, big ag, getting men out of women's sports. I guess those are some of the biggies.
Definitely very nervous, honestly. Definitely abortion rights matter the most, honestly. So, because I feel like there's a lot of other healthcare that ties into that people aren't necessarily paying attention to. So
anxious. I was looking at selfies that I took, and I was seeing a stress vein popping out of my forehead, but hopeful. I'm a queer person in this country, and I'm very afraid of losing my rights, and fingers crossed that doesn't happen this week.
Most people here, I think, have their minds made up already.
I'm kind of up in the air with the decision. I did vote.
Yeah. Was it a tough one this year?
It was a little difficult.
Yeah. Is that because it's technically for you, neither candidate really did it for you, or?
I like one candidate, but I don't like his behavior, but I like his outcome, and that's important.